Hola and welcome to a new episode of Let's Build a MKP Park. My name is Nimsul, and no, you are not watching again the previous episode. Here you can see that I have scrapped everything from the previous episode, and now I'm going to rebuild the whole second area, the sun area. Why? Because I tried to complete the layout of the single rail coaster, but I was not able to finish it. I need extra space for the single rail coaster as well as for the log flume. So in today's episode I'm going to rebuild the whole area. I will keep the main structure of the area with the pyramid and so on. I will modify a bit the pyramid to give it a more appealing style. And today we are going to finish the single rail coaster. You will see the, well, I was about to say final, but as I said that the final word for the lake in the previous episode, I will never say final in this series, because it's probably that what happened in today's episode, that I scrapped everything and I have to rebuild everything from scratch in one area. That could happen and will happen for all the areas. I mean, I have the theming in my mind. I have some coasters or rides for an area in my mind, and maybe a history in my mind. But I have to try different ways to design an area and check which one is the best for me. I think I will never release an area without check different options of placing the buildings and the coaster, and that is what we are going to do in today's episode, guys and girls. I created the single rail coaster in one side of the area, in the side next to the previous area, next to the gates of time. But I have decided that the best point for this coaster to have the lift, to have the drop and also the station is the opposite side of this area. So that's all. I will be back at the end of the video to talk about the single rail coaster and the plans for the next episode. So if you like the video, please thumbs up, and if you like the content I am creating for this channel, please subscribe. See you later. So I'm back. Okay, as you could see, the walk with the single rail coaster is almost finished. You have just watched almost 3 hours of gameplay. It took like 3 hours to make this content, and the first thing I would like to talk is the mountain I have created in the opposite side of the entrance of the area. That mountain was already planned. We will talk about that mountain and the area that this mountain will hold probably in the last part of the series, because it's going to hold the last area of the park, the wind area. But for today's episode, the importance of this mountain is we had the perfect background for a coaster. As for example, Lightning Road in Dollywood, which is a RMC that is surrounded by a mountain and it's surrounding a mountain. We will have the same concept here for the single rail coaster, which by the way has not yet a name. I would like you guys and girls, please, if you have any good idea for a name for this coaster, remember that the theme of the whole area is going to be the sun, or the people who praise the sun. So if you have any name for that, please leave a comment in the comment sections, and I would like to hear your ideas for the name of this coaster. So the area holds 2 different zones. The first one is going to be the main plaza where the pyramid is located, and it will be surrounded also by the log flume. And the second place is going to be the mountain part of the area, and there is going to be a temple with a mountain and trees and so on with as background. As you could see, this coaster used the predefined layout for the first section of the coaster, and to be honest, I have always wanted to use this predefined track, and I find a perfect place here to use it, so I'm really happy with that. And I would like to talk about predefined tracks. I think there are some people who think that using this kind of track is like not being a pro in this game. I am for sure not agree with that, because I think if there is a tool that the game provides to us, like this one, like the predefined tracks, we can use it and we should use it, and it will make our lives as a coaster constructor much easier, because sometimes when you want to have a smooth layout, predefined tracks are a really good option to have it a smooth coaster. You just need to smooth a little bit the transitions to the predefined track, but that's really easy, and I recommend you guys and girls check your coaster and use the smooth tool. I am smoothing the whole time, as you could see in this episode. So after talking about the predefined track of the first section, I would like to talk about the last section of the coaster. As you could see, this coaster is a curious coaster because at the beginning it's really smooth, it has some inversions and so on, but it goes smooth. But at the end of the coaster, it becomes crazy. The coaster ends at the moment, because I have to say that the final section of the coaster is not final, as anything in this park. Nothing's final in this park. So the final section of the coaster includes an element which I think it's a bit crazy, and I'm not sure if that's gonna be feasible in real life, but for sure it's going to be breathtaking if you have to ride this coaster. This, I don't know which is the proper name, I would say triple hill, fast hills, I don't know which is the name, but you are going fast to a hill, and that hills have 3 peaks, and that's totally crazy. So I think it's a nice way to end the coaster, and it gives me a lot of possibilities to theme that last section, which combines with the station and the second break session, and I think it's gonna look really nice. So that was all for the coaster. So in the next episode we are going to talk about the log flume, the second ride of this area, and I don't know which one is the main attraction of the area. If you have already seen my previous parks, You know I like to make log flumes. I have made one log flume in each park, starting with the water gardens in Columbus World, following the Parvati, the Indian themed log flume in festival. You can see a video in this channel. Following with the Nile waterfalls in Classic World, and finishing with the lumber mill in Waterworld in MKP Grand Resort. So there were my 4 log flumes, and I really love to make them, and the next episode is going to be the design of the log flume of this park. So that was all, guys and girls. If you like the content, please subscribe and see you in the next video. Adios.